I'm Cindy with C3 Cottage Crafts. When you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're here. We are going to can some pickles. So I'll wait for a few of y'all to come on. I'm just going to get things ready. So when you do come on, we'll be ready to roll. So I'm going to move you over here so you can see what I'm going to do. And I will put the camera down a bit. I mean, I think y'all can see. Hopefully y'all can see. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're here. We're going to do some pickles today. The first thing I do is when I get my pickles, if they have a stem on them, I cut them off on each end. I always wash my pickles. Hopefully I'm live on the right page. I had to send Scott to the store because I was out of what is a Pickles favorite game show. I don't know, Scott. What is a Pickles favorite game show? Hello, Joanne. Deal or no deal? Oh my gosh, Scott, you are too funny. Welcome in. The first thing, I have all these pickling cucumbers. I'll turn my phone down so y'all can see in the sink. So what I do, I wash my pickles, and if there's a stem on them, I cut them off. So like on this one, there is a, well, it's actually a flower, because pickles grow from a flower. So I just cut that off, and then toss it in the other sink. But I'm going to show you how I do my brine and everything and can pickles. So, and I will post a recipe if y'all want the recipe. They're pretty simple to make. Pickles you don't have to pressure can. It's just a water bath. And I'm going to use the gallon-sized pickles. Hello, Levon. What is that? How do pickles enjoy their day? They relish in it. Oh my gosh, Scott. You are too funny. So all I'm doing, like I said, is I'm just washing all my cucumbers because they do grow in the dirt. Well, not really in the dirt, but they're on the ground. So I just want to make sure my pickles are clean. Hello, Tina. Y'all, I'm having a hard time seeing the comments because I got my phone up so high. And I am backwards, y'all, because I have to be able to move y'all around. Alright, so I think that's enough there for now. Yeah, Scott's on here. Thanks for sharing, Tina. How do cucumbers become a pickle? Well, I'm sure you're going to tell us, Scott. So, I'm using the big gallon-sized pickle jars. Hopefully y'all can see because I got a double sink here. It goes through a jarring experience. All right, let me move y'all over on this side so maybe y'all can see a little better. At least hopefully. Yeah, y'all can see. So the first thing I start with is pickle crisp. Hello, Tony. How are you? And with the pickle crisp, I really don't measure. This is just something for the pickles to make them crispy. So I just take a teaspoon, and in a gallon jar like this, I put 2. In a pint jar, I do a half a teaspoon, and in a quart jar, I do a teaspoon. Yes, he is on a roll. Hello, Carol. Happy Saturday to you, too. Y'all aren't going to really see me much because I'm going to have to show you this. I want my camera to be here. So, once I put, like I said, the not pickling salt. It's ball pickle crisp granules. And I'm backwards, and I'm sorry, y'all. Then I take garlic, and I have a half of a tablespoon, and I'll put like 3 in there because it's a gallon jar. Well, maybe I better put 2 because that didn't come out to an even. It's about a tablespoon that I put in both of the jars. And then I use mustard seed. Hopefully y'all can see that. And in a gallon size jar, I do 8. And this is, oh, what the hell? I'm using mustard seed. I done screwed that up. Hold, please. Lord have mercy. All right, we're going to dump that out. It's supposed to be dill seed. All right, well, we're going to dump this out. I screwed that up. Thank God it was only 1 jar. See, not even paying attention. I had my stuff from canning other things on the counter here, which I should have took off, and I didn't. So, oopsie. All right, we'll start over. The garlic. And it doesn't matter that, you know, I rinsed it with water and there's water there because I'm going to make a brine. So, it's not mustard seed, y'all. It's dill seed. Sorry. Oh, no, it does take mustard seed. Lord, y'all, my brain is just, whatever. It's been a day. So these, in this size of jar, I put 6. Well, I done screwed up my recipe, but when I post it, hey, Brenda, it is mustard seed goes in there. I didn't look at my recipe. So it's 6 dill weed. And yes, we're going to go back to the mustard seed that I put away because I thought I used the wrong stuff. I don't even know what I did with it now because I put it across the... All right. Lord, I put it back where it belongs. I'm good. How are you? It's hard to read the comments. So, we'll go back to the mustard seed. It is 8. I done screwed that up. I got to put the granules back in that one. So once you get the dill weed in, the mustard seed in, that's 6 and 8. Let me close this back up. And then we use whole peppercorns, or I use whole peppercorns. And in a jar, my recipe calls for 32. I don't count them. I just do 3 teaspoons. That's not 32 or whatever. All right. And then I got to put the pickle granules back in because I dumped it all out. And I do too. And I'll post my recipe for those that want it. All right, so that's everything that goes into my jar. Now we're going to come over here. Hey, Ruben. Hey, Donna. Why are pickles and sandwich so polite? Why, Scott? Because they are well bred. Oh, my God. Now, I have a pot over here. And in my container, I have 10 cups of water and 7 cups of white vinegar. That's my brine. So I'm going to pour that in. And then it is 2 tablespoons of sugar, which I'm going to put that in. And then it's 4 tablespoons of canning salt. So let me grab the canning salt. And it's going to be 4 tablespoons of this. And I have everything in big containers because I can a lot. And mine is 2 tablespoons. My big scoop is a 2 tablespoons. So I only need 2 this size, but it's 4 canning 2 sugar. And then you bring it to a boil. So while I'm waiting for that to boil, we're going to go back over to the cucumbers. Let me sit you back over here. I got so much crap on my... Okay. Let me see. Maybe I should move you back so you can see the jars. Hey, love bug. Hey, Connie. How are you? I know I'm missing comments, y'all, and I'm sorry. I hope I didn't miss too many. Hey, Gail. How are you? I'm trying to scroll, y'all, but as soon as I scroll, it goes up. I think I said hello to Levon. At least I hope I did. And to Tony and Carol. I know I said hi to Brenda. But hello, everybody, just in case I missed y'all. I do make salsa. Girl, if I can it, I can it. Sherry's doing good. Yes, I've heard from her. She's exhausted. Angel had an appointment this morning, so she said when she got home, I think we all got a message from her around, I don't know, 20 till 11 o'clock. Skylie said, happy birthday. Well, tell her it's not Meemaw's birthday. Hello, Melissa. But she said she was going to get in the chair and recline. So after I have everything in my jar, now I just start putting my pickles in. There is no rhyme or reason. I just put them in. Just like this. And these you do not have to pressure can either. These you just put in the water bath for 30 minutes in a gallon size jar. A quart jar is 20 minutes. And I think it's 10 for the pint size. I don't do anything small. Scott's a pickle eater. So we just save jars, and our friends save us pickle jars, and this is what we use to can in. And I just keep shoving pickles in until I can't shove them in no more. These pickling cucumbers are awesome for it. And I'm doing dill pickles, by the way. I mean, I guess y'all figured with the recipe, everything that I put in. Alright, so I've got that pretty well full. I was looking for maybe another small one I could shove in here, because I want it to be under the rim. Alright, now we're going to move these over and then I'll come get you. Going on a field trip. I'm probably making y'all dizzy. Alright. So I just got to wait for this to boil. Once it boils and I know that the canning salt or pickling salt, they are one and the same, and my sugar has dissolved, then I will start putting the brine in. And I have my big canner here because I have to have Scott lift it for me, and I have to pull my stove out 2 feet for it to fit on it. But with this, I do not have to, like I said, put the lid on it. I will put the lid on it only because I want it to boil. It's boiling now, but I need it to be a rolling boil for 30 minutes. today while I was waiting to do my pickles, I put my chicken on a cutting board today. And what else did I do? I did a couple of things out in the cottage today. We had to do dog food, so dog food was made, and we did laundry. You know, they say a watch pot never boils, but I need it to boil. Hello, Stinkerbell. Hello, Charlotte. Lord, I'm missing coupons. I'm missing comments. Until it don't seal. They will seal. I don't know. I've been using these for a couple years now. I don't know how long. I don't know if there's really a rhyme or reason. Just if it don't seal, then what I do is just have to put them in the fridge. All right, let me grab my lids. I have a bread and butter recipe too, and I have more jars like this in my canning room. So I have a sink full. I've got 2 here, and I still have a sink full. So I'll do some bread and butter. I'll just have to put B&B on it, because Scott doesn't like bread and butter. I like bread and butter. I'm not a fan of dill. But if you ever get cramps or heartburn, dill pickle juice is the schnizzle. Nina would like to buy some mustard. Okay. Thanks for the heart, Brenda. Sydney. Christiana Lee. I am mom to you. Don't get on my last nerve, Christiana Lee. What is Skylie doing? Is she watching me, Mom? All right. This just is not boiling. I just got to wait for it to boil. But I wanted to make sure you weren't answering me, so I had to call you out by name because I'm having a hard time seeing the comments, Christiana. Christiana, you can't join me on video. It won't allow it on my live. She's watching me and Bluey. We can do a video call later. Yeah, it would. I mean, it's starting to rumble now. I just didn't want to have to take any more stuff out of my cabinets. But yeah, it will boil. I can't accept it. It will wipe all my comments out. You like bread and butter, and you see, that's me. I like the bread and butter. Scott likes the dill. But because I get really bad cramps in my hands and my feet, I take a pickle to bed with me every night. Because I wake up sometimes with terrible cramps that I can't even walk. Bread and butter. That's right. Tell Dad they are good, Christiana. I'm just not a fan of dill. It's starting to get the little rumble going now. Yeah, Nana likes bread and butter. She doesn't like dill either. But today I had cramps so bad that my hands were like this, and I think it was from cutting so many cucumbers. I took the jar out of the fridge and had to drink some. Yes, it is. Pickle juice is, but I take a napkin and a baggie and I take it to my room. You like dill also? Yes, Christiana, I can make you some bread and butter. Lord knows I have plenty. And I ordered more green beans from our local farmer. You know, you're right, and I'll show you my cup. Can't tell you the last time I had a soda, But I fill this up like 2 or 3 times a day. Well, I got on Amazon today. And I ordered me one of those cups that tell you to, you love to drink pickle juice. It tells you like 8 o'clock, this is how much you should drink, 9 o'clock. I ordered one. I figured maybe that will give me the motivation to drink it. All right, that's boiling. So we're going to move this over. And I am going to use my little funnel because I can't pick it up to pour it because it's too full. The pot is too full. I'm hoping this will fill both jars. If not, I'll make more brine. And then all you do is fill it, but you want to leave an inch from the lip. Because when it goes into your water bath and it starts boiling, your seasonings and the water inside the jar is also going to boil. And if you get it too high, it will siphon out. And sometimes you won't get a very good seal. And this, because I'm not using a lid and a ring, I wipe this off with just a paper towel and water and put the lid on it and let her roll. I got a bushel of green beans I got to do yet. But they take a while because I got to wash them, snip them. And then they're 40 minutes in a quart jar. And all my green beans go in wide mouth quart jars. I don't know if I'll get 2 jars out of it, but I don't know. Can y'all see how far I left it from the top? That's just me. I mean, they say with canning that you should leave a head space. So this is all I do. And now I'm going to put it in my big canner here. I think I'm going to grab a thing here because my water's kind of high. Well, hello, Cindy's Flip-Flops and Primitive Crafty, and I can't read the rest. Welcome to my page. I'm Cindy, too. Hello, Miss Judy. I just don't want to burn my hand. That's the reason why I'm putting this on, but it's too bulky. We'll just hope I don't burn my hand. Oh, no, that's good. All right, I will put the lid on it, but I'm not putting the jiggler on it, and I'm not going to seal it. I'm just going to put the lid on it. I mean, it does have a little boil going, but not enough for it to, it'll start now. And we're going to see if the 10 cups is enough for this. This I could probably pick up now. It's not as full. So we'll set this off to the side. So my 10 cups of water and the 7 cups of vinegar does do 2 jars. Just wanted to make sure my pickle got pushed down. I want him in all that seasoning. I forgot to wipe that other jar off. I hope it seals. So now we just let it roll for 30 minutes. Once it goes for 30 minutes, and normally what I do, because this is a pressure canner, I'm not putting the jiggler on it and I'm not closing it. It's just sitting here. once I know steam comes out of the top, it's boiling, and then I'll start my timer. And then I let it go for 30 minutes. So I'm going to move this over to the sink. And I will have to do another brine because I have more pickles that I need to do. Actually, I started a jar beforehand and I thought, you know what, this isn't going to take that long. Let me go ahead and do it on my live. So we're going to start this again. And that still has a little, whoa! Well, y'all almost went flying there. That still has a little bit of juice in there, brine. So I'm going to go ahead and just add my canning salt to it. Like I said, that's 4 tablespoons of canning salt. Two tablespoons of sugar. And then it's water. So I'm going to fill this up. So I'll be right back. And I'm only going to do 5 because I only have that 1 jar. And then I have to get some more vinegar. Which, because I can, I keep a lot of vinegar around. The white vinegar and the apple cinnamon. I mean apple cider. Did Scott get tired of telling his jokes? Your mom filled it right under the lip. So, yes, that's what I do, right under the lip. You know, I don't like beets. But we did buy beets yesterday from the farmer. Scott wants to try beets. He said he doesn't know if he's ever had them or not. Oh, let me turn my water off. All right, now we're going to add the vinegar. And then the 5 cups of water. And it's 3.5 cups of vinegar, white vinegar, and 5 cups of water. So, yeah, we got fresh beets yesterday. I don't even know how to cook them. But this came right from the local farmer. The red beets, they're kind of dirty. But he gave us a recipe to do roasted beets. And I don't know how to do beets. I mean, I could learn how to do beets. I've just never done beets. I'm sure it's just the same as doing any other vegetable. Just for you. My mom likes red beet eggs. And she likes beets too, but I know when I take this thing out, I don't know if my tongs will fit that. Oh, yeah, well, okay, perfect. Because I'm not touching that when it comes out. That's going to be too daggone hot. So, if Scott likes the beets, that's the next thing I'm going to learn to do. Google will show you. You're allergic to beets. I have an old book. It is so old that my mom taped it together. It was my mom's very first canner and canning book that has everything in it. So I'll read that to see if they're in there, which I'm sure there are. But when I do my vegetables, I don't use no water. I don't use anything. I just put my canning salt in, a pat of butter, and put them in the canner. Because I don't want my vegetables mushy. So I do the dry canning method. And I do that with my potatoes and onions too. Yes, Scott, we are going to roast them. I'm going to try it roasted to see if I like them. I don't like them out of the can. They were kind of mushy. I'm excited to try these. Pickled eggs are disgusting. I hear you, sister. I don't like them either. Nope. And that's why I don't know if I'll like the beets canned, because it's the same thing. They use the vinegar. I just want to make sure all my sugar and stuff dissolves. But yeah, I don't do the pickled beet eggs either. My mom does. Ugh. But we're going to roast the beets and I'm going to see if I like them. And I'm not a fan of turnip, so I'm not sure if I'm going to like the beets, because I think they're like all in the same family. You know, I love collards, but I do not like spinach and kale cooked. I'll eat them raw, but I do not like them cooked. And I like putting kale in my smoothies. This ever boils, this will fill this jar up. And then it will basically just be the canning. I'm hoping this goes pretty quick. Which it won't. It's got to go for 30 minutes. But once I put this one in, I'll clean my kitchen up. And once it's done, then I'll post the picture, because I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 jars, and I still have a sink full. Your boys love them. They save the pickle juice and make the egg. Ugh. If I like bread and butter, I would like pickled beets. But I thought pickled beets were like dill. I didn't think they were sweet like the bread and butter. Mm-hmm. I'll have to go to my canning room to get me another jar this size so I can do some bread and butter. But if y'all want the recipe, I will post it. I mean, everything is just handwritten, but it's 2 sides. But I will post it for you guys. I have a lot of recipes that are old recipes. So yeah, I'll post it for you. And if y'all have any questions with my handwriting, you'll just have to... Oh, it's 10 minutes for pints, 20 minutes for quarts, 30 minutes for the gallon. And again, pickles can be just like anything else. Take, 12 to 24 hours to totally seal. Not like the pickle, yeah. I'll try it. Beets are sweet on the inside. Well, we're going to roast them, so if I like them, that's going to be the next thing. The local farmer that we get from, I just have to place my order by Wednesday, pick up Friday morning. Everything's picked fresh, so until we get our garden going, and our garden is big back there. But I want to get a head start, because we don't know what's going to happen with Scott, what treatments and stuff he's going to have, and if he's going to, how long he's going to be down. Oh yeah, there we go. So let me set my little old timer. And now I can take that off. Because the water bath, you do not have to have a lid on it either. And this looks like it's got a little boil going. And with my brine, I don't let it boil very long, because it's going to boil when it goes into the pot. Where are they picked this time of year? I don't know. I get them out of Hershey. He has, it's Master's Farm. So, and a lot of the farmers around here, because they have these big farm stands, they do a lot of things in greenhouses. So it grows. I know I missed somebody's comment. I'm going to try some beets. Your recipe has cloves and cinnamon sugar. In your beets? I would try it. I know I'm missing comments. I'm trying to scroll, but every time I scroll, it goes right back up. Hello, Dawn. You've never canned pickles? I do them all the time. I don't know if you were on the other night when I showed my canning room. It's kind of bare now, but I have a big canning room that I put all my vegetables and stuff in, and I have heavy-duty grade shelves that hold everything. I did that on my canning video, so you would be able to see it on there. You know, when I first started canning pickles, I used to wrap all my seasonings in a cheesecloth and let it boil in the brine. But then trying to take it apart to get it in the jar was a pain in the butt. And I was like, screw it. I'm just putting it in the jar and I'll make my brine separately. Let me grab this other lid. Now I have 2 more that will have to go in. Yep, this is looking good, y'all. Looking good. Hello, Rebecca. Thanks for sprinkling, Dawn. I so appreciate it. So you do that in your beets. Well, I'll have to message you to get your beet recipe. I'll try it. I'll try anything once. And if I like it, I continue with it. If I don't, I just don't eat it. Okay. My comments kind of jumped. They disappeared and then they come back. So now I have, out of a bushel, actually he said it was a little under a bushel. I've gotten 4 jars, gallon size. Hello, Lisa Jane. How are you, my friend? We're canning pickles. Well, I've already done everything. It's now just waiting to go into the canner. I have 1 jar in there. So hold that thought. I'm going to go grab me another jar. Or 2. And y'all, I still have 6 more of these jars in my canning room. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring y'all back over here on the field trip. Yeah, I think you can see everything from there. Okay, Levon, I will. Yes, Scott, I did. So, since I have more pickles in my sink, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 more jars. And this is just the garlic. And I do a teaspoon. Mustard. Oh, I got to do the pickle crisp. We want our pickles crispy. And I do 2. And I don't really level it out. I just scoop it out. Now the mustard seed, I do 8 mustard seeds in the gallon. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to make some more brine. The only thing with the big jars like this, I can only put one in my canner. If I do the quart size jars, I can get 19. Y'all have to try it and tell me if you like my recipe. Just wanted to check on that over there. And then the dill weed, I do 6. Scott, it's a good thing you got me 2. Because I'm going to have to get the other one out. Because I've already been through one 3 1/4 ounce bottle. We'll count that as 3. And then I'll do 3 more. So did everybody have a good Saturday? These stupid things don't want to come off as easy as they make it look. Scott, are you still on here? Oh, yeah, you are. Good time for Fire Marshal Bill. Oh, Lord. What did I miss? Yes, you do have to refrigerate after opening. Oh, I already did those. It was the dill weed was the last thing I needed. Scott, I'm going to have to let Diesel out. So don't let Bentley out. Fire Marshal Bill does not need to show up, Scott. Oh, he laid back down, so I guess he doesn't have to go out. All right, so I have everything in there. I've already washed my pickles, or my cucumbers. So now I just start putting them in my jar. And I still have enough that I can still do another jar, but I'll do those bread and butter. I just won't do that tonight. Because I don't even know if I have enough vinegar. I've already gone through, between my mustard and this, I've gone through 2 white vinegars, 2 1/2. Let's see, is there another small one? Nope, that ain't gonna fit. All right. So now we'll just fill up this one. Steph, are you packed and ready to go tomorrow? I know you're excited to go see your grandkids. All right. Just want to, this is where I dumped when I thought I made a mistake, dumped it in the sink. So I'm going to rinse that off. Make sure there's no stems or anything on them. And y'all, these pickles won't last long. I can tell you, Scott likes pickles. One year I did, I want to say 64 quarts. And before the summer was over, so were the pickles. Yeah, no, I got some more little ones in here. About all that's going to fit. Yep. Be in. No more's going to fit in there. So I'll just throw all my stuff in the sink that I have to wash. But I got to do more brine. And the pitcher is so much easier to use. And because I'm doing 2 more jars, it's going to be 10 cups of water. Hello, Lindsay. How are you? Oh, you leave at 4 a.m.? I know you're excited. We're canning pickles, Lindsay. That's what all these are. Okay, there's that. And then I need 7 cups of vinegar. Because it's 3.5 per 5 water. And my measuring cup's 4. I tell you, I go through a lot of vinegar. We have a little Mennonite store in Myerstown that we go to, and they order a lot of my stuff bulk, like my ground mustard. I get that in 5-pound buckets. All right, I'm going to move you back over here. And we're going to get that started. So since I doubled the recipe, it's going to be 4 tablespoons of sugar. And like I said, my measuring scoop is 2 tablespoons. And then 2 canning salt. So I'll need to use this twice. All right, that's good. My sink is full of dishes, but that's all right. All right, what did I miss now? Nevaeh is a pretty name. So can Scott, Melissa. He's a pickle eater. You've never canned, but your sister's... no, actually I order from Dutchway. Hornings, you just have to watch the dates in there. And so I don't... really... we go into Hornings and we buy a lot in Hornings and BB's, but you just have to watch dates in there. But everything is dirt cheap, so it's good deals. All right, I'm going to close my stuff up, and this is how big all my stuff goes in, my sugar and everything. But my canning salt goes back to the canning room. So we'll get all this out of the way. But y'all, did my mustard turn out good? It looks really good. And I took all the lids off to make sure that I didn't have a false seal. All right, now I'm going to bring these others over because these are ready for the canner. Bring the other 2 pickles over. And then we'll fill them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. And I still have pickles in my sink. I love to can, Brenda. It's a lot of work, but we do it all summer long. And like I said, I do my chili, ham and bean soup. I do chicken noodle soup. I just don't put the noodles in it. We do salsa, all the vegetables. What else did we can? We did brownies. We did pineapple upside down cake. I do a lot of jams and jellies, pie fillings. So, I do. You'd have to send me a message, Brenda. I'll sell anything. But mustard, Scott goes through the mustard a lot too, because that's all, he doesn't use like mayonnaise. He only does the mustard. All right, let me grab my lid so I can put on this, so this will start boiling and I can do those last 2 jars. We just got a few minutes left on the pickles. That's in this big canner. Doing the big jars like this is a pain. It's, Chase wants one of those jelly machines. Do you remember what it looked like? It's by Ball. And it's called a jelly maker. I love it. It cuts down so much time. And it's so simple. Aw, sorry to hear that. But I love the can. Except Meatloaf, right? He's not going in a jar. Yeah, those jelly makers stuff are amazing. I mean, we go to the orchard and we pick all of our fruit because it's cheaper than buying it in the stores. And you just put everything in there and it tells you how to do it. And then it will ding or beep or whatever when you got to add your sugar. And I mean, it stirs it and everything. All I have to do is scoop it out and put it in the jars and can it. That is the best thing since sliced bread. I love my jelly maker. And cleanup is a cinch. It is so easy. Yes, I love bread and butter too. Welcome in, Deborah. I'm Cindy. And I'm glad you're here. Aw. Well, I hope that brings a smile to your face, Brenda. I try to bring a smile to everybody's face. Sometimes I crack myself up. And I walk by the mirror and I tell myself every day how beautiful I am. And I smile. And no, I don't laugh at that. And my mirror doesn't crack, so... Can you craft or chow chow? Okay, yeah, you can chow chow. I even make, hold on, let me show you this one. I even can macaroni and cheese. You're afraid to take the rings off? You should take the rings off. Because if you have a false seal, you'll never know until you take the ring off. It happened to me. That's why none of mine have rings anymore. I went to grab something out to eat, and I couldn't figure out what the smell was. Well, when I took the ring off, one side of my jar didn't seal, and it was all moldy and stinky. So now I take all my rings off. And you'll know whether you get a false seal or not. Because if you take the ring off and the lid comes off, or if the lid's loose, you know it didn't seal. Y'all, I can everything. This is my ham and bean soup. I can it all. I do salsa, I do spaghetti sauce, I do tomatoes, potatoes, onions, all the vegetables. Yeah, I can it all. You know, it's a lot of work, but it saves a lot of money. It really does. Oh, kraut. I don't eat sauerkraut. Yep, I can macaroni and cheese. You've never had an issue? That's good. I've had it happen one time, and that's why I take all my rings off now. Scott likes sauerkraut. I do not. And I have tried sauerkraut 2 or 3 different times, and that's really big up north here. Yeah, mac and cheese is so easy. And that's another one that you just have to water bath. And when I go to cook it, because when it's in the jar like that, you can see it's thick. When I go to put it in my pan, all I do is add a little bit of milk, stir it up, and it's yummy. Yeah, sorry. Ugh. I don't eat scrapple either. And that's big up here. Who wants to eat something with crap in the middle? Not I. Ugh. Can't do it. Well, y'all, the timer's counting down. We'll get to see what the pickles look like when they're done. I just appreciate y'all hanging out with me this long. This is why a lot of times I'll do a video and post it, because it does take a while. Now, like green beans, I will, sauerkraut salad is wonderful. No. But you know what's weird? I will eat cabbage and I put vinegar all over it to eat it. But I do not eat sauerkraut. Nope, can't do it. I just cannot do it. I've tried different things up here. But, you know, everyone's like, you eat cabbage with vinegar on it. I can't believe you don't eat sauerkraut. I don't know what it is. Yes. Actually, I don't eat the outside of it, but I eat what's in it. The first time I heard we're having pig stomach, I was like, I'm stopping at the local fast food joint. I'm not eating pig stomach. It's not even what it sounds like. But yeah, that was good. That was good. Oh, you'd love to watch the bean. Oh my God, if I was to do the bean, that'd probably be just an hour and a half before I even got started. Because I have to wash them, and then you got to snip them and snap them. It's a pain. But it's worth it. It is worth every bit of it. I don't have to, well, since we raise our own meat, we have our own eggs, we can our own vegetables, we don't really buy a lot from the store. We grow it, we raise it, we eat it, we can it. All right, I got to get my little ladle here because I'll never be able to pick this thing up right now. It's too full. So I'm going to miss comments for a minute. Steph, it's not literally pig stomach. It's like a casing what you put, what sausage is in. And it's potatoes and all kinds of stuff in it. It's good. But yeah, the first time I heard about pig stomach, I was like, this girl ain't eating it. This girl's stopping at McDonald's, Burger King. No, not eating it. But then when I saw it and I tried it, it's really good. But I guess if you grow up on stuff like that, that's what you're accustomed to. But yeah, no. I don't make it. I don't do a lot of northern food. I like my collards and my fried chicken, my fried cornbread. Matter of fact, I get my cornmeal. I have it shipped here from Carolina that I use for my fish and my cornbread. I grew some yellow wax bean, tried to can them. Something went wrong. They sealed, but they spoiled. Wow. I don't know. We grow the wax beans, but I've never had a problem with them. But then again, I don't use liquid. I only put, in the bottom of my jar, I put my canning salt. Then I pack my jars full of vegetables. And then I take a pat of butter and put on top. And then can them. I don't put any liquid in it at all. right, that one is done. I just think the liquid makes some of the vegetables mushy, especially potatoes. You grew up on a lot of that stuff. Well, yeah, you're from up north. I'm from Virginia Beach. Scott's originally from here. 6 days after he graduated high school, he joined the Navy. I met him in Virginia Beach. And I don't even know how many years it is now. But it was, when we moved up here, it was 31 years that he had been away from Pennsylvania. And we moved up here in 2006. You froze them instead. You know, I like the frozen vegetables. I mean, because you can parboil them and freeze them. I just find that I like my vegetables canned, but my corn, I do like frozen. I do like to, and I also can that with no liquid. But I do like canning that because I'll do fried corn. And there again, I don't put any liquid in my bag. I just fill my bag, and I have a Seal-A-Meal vacuum sealer. So I just put my corn in, and then I'll put a little bit of milk and a little bit of butter, and that's how I freeze it. Because I like fried corn. And fried corn is actually like cream corn. And you can't can that because of the milk, the cream. Hold on, Diesel. I hear you. All right, I got a pickle that wants to stick up. Get in there. There we go. Scott, don't open the door. I'm letting Diesel out. Yeah, I think corn does taste better frozen. And you didn't lose no damn bet. I did. Go potty. Hurry, hurry. I knew what you meant. I think that tastes better being frozen also. That I do agree with. Now, that it doesn't taste bad when I just put it in the jar with the pat of butter. It's good. But because it compresses down, it's like I wasted a jar because you only get maybe 3/4 of a jar. No, it does not. When I do my mac and cheese, I get my cheese from Sam's in the number 10 can. And all you do is put 3/4 of a cup, no, a 1/3 cup of macaroni because that expands. And then you put your cheese on top of it. I do like corn pie. The first time I had corn pie, I was expecting it to be a pie. And what y'all call chicken pot pie, we call chicken and dumplings. Yep, this is getting ready to go off. So let me move this so I can pull that big jar out. What did I do with my tongs now? Because I'm not touching this jar. I just had those tongs. And I don't even know what the heck I did with them. Hold, please. Oh, here they are. Woo! Thank God that was on that. I'm going to take you off of the stand so you can see what the pickles look like when they come. Oh, snap. All right, let me turn this around so you can see the difference of them not canned and them being canned. Yes, I can do mac and cheese for y'all. All right. I done took all my curtains down, so I got a glare. But you see how the pickles look different compared to here. So that's the difference when you can them. Yep, I can do mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is really simple. Damn it. My volume I just pushed down. I do have a recipe for chicken and dumplings. Sometimes I cheat with the dumplings. Yeah, James, let me turn it around. Doing pickles. That's what they look like when they come out. That's what they look like when they go in. And James, I even put up that I was going live. What did you use for a brine for the pickles? My brine is 5 cups of water, 3.5 cups of white vinegar, pickling salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. However, I use the mustard seed, the peppercorns, the dill weed, garlic, all that goes into my jar with the pickle crisp. I put all that in my jar, and you can put it in your pan and let it all cook together. The only thing is I feel like it's never even in the jars. So I put them individually in the jars, and then I just make my brine, and I add that to the jar. I probably could. There are chicken and dumplings and pot pie. Yeah, but you know, even with, we would roll ours out and they still called it chicken and dumplings. But you know, we make chicken pot pie and it's actually in a pie shell. So that really kind of threw me off. And sometimes I just make my dough instead of rolling out. I use a spoon and dump it in. I don't always roll it out. I know I missed some comments here. Wow, they went by really quick. It is dill weed. It is dill weed. Oh no, dill seeds. Dill seeds, I'm sorry. Dill seeds. The dill weed I use for my cheese balls. Yes, it is dill seed. What did you call me? Oh my gosh, James, you cracked me up. But I'm glad you came in. Next week, I'm going to do macaroni and cheese. The only thing that I'll never do on a live is my breads or my cheese balls, because that's a business we have. So those are 2 things that I'll never do on a live is our... Yeah, tell him, Charlotte. And I'm going to see James soon, so... Those are the only 2 things I'll never do on a live. But any of my canning stuff, I don't mind sharing. So I'm going to put my next jar in. I got to check my water. But I'm not going to keep y'all for 6 jars of pickles. Let's see, this is the one I did prior to. So we're going to add this one. And I don't ever turn my canner off, because that thing is so daggone big and heavy. Just until it boils, I put the lid on it, then I'll take the lid back off. The dill weed forgot the dill seed. Yes, that's true. You are so right. You did have to go back to the store and get me the dill seed, because I didn't get it. I got dill weed. Thanks, Brenda. Oh, your daughter eats a lot of mac and cheese? Absolutely, James. I don't mind sharing. You know, y'all wonder why I have 7 kids? Because I always stayed pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen. No, I'm kidding. That's not true. But I do love to can. I do love to bake. So this is what I do in the summertime. But Scott will have plenty of pickles. And I still have a sink full. And I have 6 jars here, gallon size. You don't need to... Yeah, I do have it. It's up pretty high. But yeah, you don't have to cover the jar. Because it's only water bathing. Yeah, no, I don't cover. The only jars that get covered is when I put the rack in and I'm doing the 19 jars. Of course, the bottom jars are always submerged. Y'all like that? 7 kids and 11 grandkids. How do you have time for the beach? It's called making time. Well, we lived at the beach. I lived 3 miles from the beach. So, I always made time to go to the beach. For a gallon size, it's 30 minutes. For a quart, it's 20. And for a pint, it's 10. And you only have to, yes, you do, Steph. You only have to water bath it. One of my lights blew out, so it's a little dim in here. But oh well, not changing the light bulb now. So, well, y'all, I showed y'all how to do pickles. Now I'm going to let these all get done. I'm not going to keep you on here for what? That's an hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours longer. As much as I would love to hang out with y'all. It's Saturday. Who wants to hang in the kitchen on a Saturday besides me? Tomorrow, like I said, will be green beans. I have a bushel of green beans. Hey, Vicky, how are you? I'm going to walk through to my canning room. I'll turn you around. Because this is how the green beans come in their bushel. Oh, snap. Y'all just looking at the dang floor. So, I get to do this tomorrow. All the green beans. And y'all, oops. All those jars, by the end of summer, will be full. That's what I have left from canning last year. That's it. Oh, and what's down there. That's it. So I got to get busy getting some canning done. Oops. Where were you when the lights went out? In the dark. You're so welcome, Stinkerbell. I'm thankful that you hung out with me this long. Because canning can be a very long process. But I get it done. We will take... Sometimes we'll go to the auction, at the farmer's auction. You want to be a canner like me? Well, come on to PA, James. I told you, I'll teach you how to can. Oh, you were, yeah, true. Because I could only imagine what he would have been saying. And I don't take no little pickle to bed either. It's a big pickle. It's got to last me throughout the night. Because they are because they're water bath and they're sealed, they'll last forever. I've never had anything ever go bad. Scott, y'all can come to my house for a week. Oh, that will be awesome. I'll do that. But you got to get a big canner like this if you want me to teach you to can. This canner here holds, I'll show you. It holds 19 of these jars, and it holds 14 of these jars. And yes, we make our own beef tallow. Nothing gets wasted on our farm. Nothing. It is huge, James. I would love to come to your farm. Because you got more cows than me that I can go out and love on. I only have one. Yeah, it is huge. Listen, the story behind this, I was saving and saving and saving so I could buy me one. I come home from work one day and I had this big box sitting on the porch. I didn't know what it was until I opened it. Scott had bought me that because these are expensive. I mean, they run anywhere from $500 to $800. But they're all American. They're made in the U.S. They're heavy. I can't even lift it. And look, it is so big. This is crazy. I have to pull my stove out 2 feet. 2 feet. You can use it for all kinds of things. It's like beef fat or whatever. You can make whatever with it. We save it, and a lot of times we give it to our chickens. No, I don't make tripe. Oh, this is boiling. I gotta take this off now. This thing is heavy. And I would not be able to can if my husband did not bring this in. If he knows I'm canning, he's got to go to work. He pulls the stove out and he brings my canner out. And then there's times that I'm in here from 8 in the morning until 11 o'clock at night. But, you know what? We eat good. That's why I'm round. And I say I'm in shape. Round's a shape. I don't miss a meal. I'll just let you know. Yeah, isn't tripe like pig stomach? I don't eat beef tongue either, and I don't eat liver. My mom grew up on beef tongue. Nope. All right, I got to move this jar back. This is the one that came out of the canner, and it's hot. And that will seal. Tomorrow morning I'll get up and that will have done sealed. Oh, you mix a Rolo, yeah, for the chickens. Absolutely, James. We'll have to plan a trip there. And I'll teach you how to can. Or will I be teaching Chuck? Lining of the cow, okay. I knew it was something with the animal. I just wasn't sure what animal, but yeah. Oh, you do the same? Well, James, you know in the winter what I do for my chickens. My chickens get hot oatmeal. Does yours? Oh, I don't like liver and onions. My mom does. Thanks, Carol. I'm so thankful that you were here. Yes, there is a lot of people in the path of the storms. I forget... Both Scott and Chuck can go fishing. Yeah, Scott likes to fish. I had seen somebody posted, Berry Sweets posted, I can't remember her name. She is very lucky. The tornado went right through her where she lives. No hot oatmeal this bad. Hot oatmeal, we go to the store, we buy the big things of oats. I put raisins, craisins, cranberries, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, everything that goes in it. Yep. They get hot oatmeal in the morning, in the winter. And if you get, well, you know, having chickens are snow blind. So if you get snow, they can't forage because they can't see. I'll give you my recipe for that. Is your dog still eating the dog food? The homemade dog food? We just did that today. It really is, Carol. It was sad. I didn't hear if there was any casualties, but I did see a lot of damage. Your dad loved liver and onions. My mom loves liver and onions. Nope. And I think I don't like it because my dad was a fireman. So when my dad had to go to work, and they worked 24 hours, her name is Erica. Oh, okay, thank you. I could not remember her name. She is so stinking sweet, but I could not remember her name. Yes, they love their homemade dog food. Good. They get mad if you have to substitute. Yeah, so does mine. I knew what you meant. Yeah, we just did some today. Actually, we doubled the recipe because here at our little store, they had a meat sale. Hamburger was $2.99. So you know we went and bought a bunch of hamburger. 3.0 hurricane. Wow, I didn't hear about the earthquake today, but I did see the devastation from the tornadoes. And Steph, you're traveling tomorrow, so you need to be careful. That's terrible. I think I just cracked my nail. Oh, hold on, I forgot I let my dog outside. And it's dark out there. We have no street lights out here. So the only lights that we have is what's on in our house. You can't even see nothing out back. And my dog is black, so I didn't even realize he was out there. Because that's how dark it is out there. Alright. Just shut the door. So, well, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm going to do the next, well, I've got one in, one done. So 4 jars. Tomorrow I have a boatload of green beans that I have to do tomorrow. He did. But you know what? He loves it outside. He's a good boy. He's a shepherd. I don't know if you can see him. Sit, Diesel. Sit. 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 No, sit. Let me show everybody you. That's Diesel. Okay, you can get up. He's a big boy. You too, James. Thanks for coming on and hanging out. Good night, Rebecca. Well, y'all, I'm going to go clean up my kitchen over here and wait for this stuff to get done. I will post the recipe. He is a pretty boy. He's a big boy. And he's a big baby. He was in search and rescue, and now that he's retired, he's turned into a wuss dog. So, but he's lovey. He's such a good dog. So, well, y'all, I will post. You wish you were here to help? Well, come on, Steph. Just come right across the states here. Good night, Lisa. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Levon. Steph, you're welcome anytime. I'll teach you how to can too. Yes, Connie, it was nice spending the night with you as well. I thank you for coming on as well. So y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I don't know, I might do a little smidget of tomorrow of my green beans, but that's going to be a long day. I will start those like at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I probably will not do a morning video because, yeah, it's going to take all my day. So, well, you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will post the recipe for my pickles, and I will post all my pickles when I'm done. So, you guys have a wonderful night. Remember, start your day with a smile. Be happy. Be blessed. Be kind. You never know what somebody's going through. And, you know, just give somebody a smile. It might brighten their day. And don't forget to tell yourself you're beautiful. All right, guys. Good night. Sweet dreams. Toodles.